Tipp FM.
Agus fáilte roimh go léir arás go dtí an chlár. Inis, Úna Ní Fhlannagáin is a harpist, and she's just won a prestigious Irish traditional music competition called the Bun Or. Originally from Crockwell in Galway, but now living in Barna, she took home the Seán Riada Gold Medal for harp in the final broadcast, which was live on RTE Radio na Gaeltachta from Cork. Una joins me on the line now to tell me all about her recent win. Una, tá fáilte ród go dtí an scene anocht.
Gur míle mágad Eimear agus míle buchas is such clearhorse an bhela.
Gohaling. On Bun Or, Una, is maybe a competition that people wouldn't be overly familiar with. Could you maybe explain it to the listeners?
Absolutely. So around 7 years ago, Riada, who's a really well-respected Irish musician and composer, decided to, I suppose, start the competition in honour of his father, who was Seán Riada. He's pretty much Ireland's national composer. I'm sure a lot of people would have heard Icríos and Shiel or Misha Era, which he had composed. So it's an instrumental competition, and it's a really unusual but beneficial format in that the instrument changes every year. So the first year they had it, I think it was fiddle, the second was flute and whistle, the third was metal reeds, etc. And this, I think, is around the 7th year of it being run, and this year it was for harp and pipes. And they ask all the competitors to put a number of tracks online, and then Pather plays them on his radio show every week. And then what happens is he assembles a crew of independent judges, and then those independent judges are given anonymous sound files and have to choose their favourites. And their favourites are put into the final, and the final is a live performance in the Rochestown Park Hotel. And what's really cool about the performance is that you've submitted 5 tracks, but in the first round you are allowed to play a track of your own choosing, but in the second round the judges get to choose. But at the same time, it's an excellent way of testing the breadth of your repertoire as well as the depth of your artistic and technical prowess in one piece. And it's also wonderful because it tests you in the recording studio and it tests you live. And it's also just, you get some exposure just by entering. So that was actually the original reason I entered. I was like, I need an artistic deadline. You know what? This would be a great artistic deadline for me. Okay, I'm going to do it. I didn't think past that.
Yeah.
And then in October, I found out I'd gotten into the finalist, so I was like, oh my God. And then started practicing like a lunatic. And then in February, they had the final, and I was so honoured because there was an absolute, bevy of incredible musicians on stage. And to be honest, now we were all really, really, really different styles. So I wish I could say I was the best player. I don't believe that. I think we were all wonderful musicians, and I was really lucky. The judges decided that my style was what they liked on the day.
Oh, fantastic. And have you been playing the harp since you were a child?
I have, yeah. So I started playing music when I was 3, and I started playing the harp when I was 11. I was a really unmotivated fiddle student from age 3 to 11, but then I started harp, and a couple of things happened that sparked my interest in it, and I really got into that.
It's a beautiful, beautiful sound, and we are going to play one of your tracks in but you're from quite a musical family anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. So I'm really lucky. I come from just a background which is steeped in Irish music and song, really. My dad is called John Flanagan, and he's a really great singer, in my opinion. Other people think he's quite okay as well. And he was the son of Nora Flanagan, who was Sarah and Rita Kane's sister. So he's first cousins with Dolores Kane and Sean Kane and all them. And I would have known Sarah and Rita quite well. And I suppose that side of the family is hugely musical in that, even the less high-profile ones are really passionate about it, and all our family parties are really wonderful musical get-togetherings, as well as, your typical just social event. And but I'm really lucky because my mum is a really, really beautifully musical person as well, and her family are also mad into music, and she actually is probably the reason that I play music, because she was so patient and kind and supportive throughout the years, driving me to music lessons, making me do my practice in a gentle but consistent way. She's really the reason I play music, I'd say, rather than, probably more so than I suppose I got inspiration from one side and then I got support from the other, and that's what helps me get to where I am.
So the piece that we're going to play, Una, would you like to tell people a little bit about the background of that, where the title of the track comes from, particularly?
I'd love to, because I love this story. So when I was 21, I was really lucky, and I got asked to be the Central Missouri Celtic Arts Association artist in residence for the summer, which meant I was in Missouri teaching and playing music for 3 months. And I was placed with the host family, and I had never been in America before, and I am incredibly pale. I went out my first day, or very, very close to my first day, without any sunscreen, and I got roasted. And I got like a terrible case of sunstroke and heat stroke, right? So I came home to my host family, and I thought it was okay, but then later that night I just got really sick, and like the room was spinning, I was hallucinating, I had a really high temperature, and I was so homesick. And the mum of the host family is called Rune, and she was so unbelievably kind to me. She went to her fridge and she took out every frozen vegetable that she possessed, and she packed me in frozen vegetables in the bed to try and bring my temperature down. And I still felt really awful, and she was so kind that she just sat beside me and she started rubbing my forehead and singing me a song until I fell asleep. So at that point, she barely knew me. I was this total stranger. I was a foreigner, and she was so kind to me, and I swore I'd never forget her kindness. So years later, this tune popped into my head, and it sounded tender and delicate, and all the things that she'd expressed towards me. So I decided to call it Rune's tune and dedicate it to her.
So listen, congratulations, Una, again on your winning of the Bon Or. If people would like to find out more details about you and your work, where can they go?
Well, if you'd like to learn the harp, then I'm in the process of setting up a online harp tuition system, and it's called theharpteacher.com. So it's in its beta form at the moment, but hopefully you'll be able to get something out of it nonetheless. And then if you want to hear some of my performance work, then you can go to una.ie. That's una.ie.
And we are going to take a track by Una right now, and that is called Rune's Tune, which you have just heard the lovely story of. Thanks, Una.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Be mé de ráis after sosbeag agus be mé a kaint live an sin.
This is Tipp FM.